Hachikazuki the Bowl Wearer by Japanese Folktales. Brought to you by TellStory.net, stories from around the world. Hachikazuki lived with her father and mother in a house at the edge of a forest. Her mother was gentle and loving, and Hachikazuki cherished every moment with her. But when Hachikazuki was still young, her mother fell gravely ill and knew she would not recover. On her last night, she called Hachikazuki to her bedside. From beneath the bed covers she drew out a plain wooden bowl, and with great care she placed it on her daughter's head.
This bowl will protect you when I am gone. Trust it,
Her mother whispered, and with those words, she closed her eyes for the last time. Hachikazuki reached up and tried to lift the bowl away, but it would not move. No amount of pulling made any difference. The bowl sat on her head as though it had always belonged there. After her mother was gone, her father remarried. His new wife was a proud woman who had little patience for a stepdaughter wandering about with a wooden bowl on her head.
The girl is an embarrassment to this household. Send her away.
The stepmother said at last. Her father, not wishing to make trouble, said nothing. And so Hachikazuki left home with nothing but the clothes on her back and the bowl she could not remove. She walked for many days through forests and mountain passes, eating wild berries, sleeping beneath the trees. At last she came to a grand estate ringed by tall pines. She knocked at the gate and asked if there was any work she could do in exchange for shelter. The lord of the estate was a fair man. When he heard that a young woman had traveled alone and was willing to work honestly, he gave her a place in the kitchen. The other servants whispered and giggled about the strange girl with the bowl on her head, but Hachikazuki lowered her eyes and worked without complaint, steady and careful in everything she did. In time, the lord's son, a young man named Mimisuso, began to take notice of her. He would find reasons to pass through the kitchen, watching her go about her tasks with quiet grace. They started to talk. The more he listened, the more he found himself drawn to her patience and warmth.
I wish to make her my wife.
Mimisuso told his father. His family was startled. A kitchen servant? A girl who wore a bowl on her head? But Mimisuso would not be swayed, and in the end his father gave his blessing. On the morning of the wedding, as Hachikazuki and Mimisuso knelt together before the gathered guests, a soft cracking sound filled the room. Then the wooden bowl split apart and tumbled from her head. A hush fell over the hall. Hachikazuki's dark hair spilled free, and her face, hidden for so long, was strikingly beautiful. From the broken pieces of the bowl cascaded bolts of fine silk, golden jewels, and lacquered boxes brimming with treasure. Nestled among them was a letter written in her mother's hand. It said that Hachikazuki was the daughter of a nobleman, and that the bowl had been placed on her head to keep her safe until someone worthy found her.
I would have married you just the same.
He said. They were wed with great joy, and Hachikazuki, who had carried hardship without bitterness, found a happiness that lasted all her days.